Sorry about that, everyone. My stream crashed. And it ended so suddenly that... oh well. I'm gonna be chopping down some trees. I also just realized I'm in the wrong skin. That isn't an issue, honestly, for this stream. Or for this video. Ultimately, the skin that has been used in this world, it's just that the arms and legs are not the way they should be because they rely on asymmetry. I'm gonna move the music. Yes, there we go. That's the music I want. Time for the process now. This is going to take up probably one or more acts because of the sheer volume of wood. And you saw I already had plenty, but I know my supplies will be running low if I just used it, so it's best I do a restock anyways. Now you get to see how long it takes for me to chop down one of these, or to harvest wood. As for this tree right here, ultimately I have made the choice where if I can't climb up to get a tree, it is a waste of my time and resources to get the remaining wood. It is a slight loss for the sake of tool preservation. Not quite every stream. It's more so for every video uploaded and edited, so sometimes it's every stream, sometimes it's every couple of streams. Currently, I'm in Alpha Purgatory. I've only had 2 blocks added since I properly started doing this. And both of them are rare. Well, that's fair. Honestly, my thoughts on the Golden Era Minecraft is, it's really cool, but some people do get blinded by it. I, for one, I like it. But I definitely wouldn't go back to watching the NTDM videos in 2013. Even in that, I think that's Silver Age. Golden Age would be like the Yogs cast. I think I could actually probably, because this area could be like my industry. I can go for that. Yeah, I don't understand why people hate Beta 1.8. Well, I do because it drastically changes how the game is played, but really it was just the final features needed for release. Before that, the game really was a bit too much of a sandbox. Because if you don't have the imagination, you don't really have a game. As a heads up, I consider Beta 1.8 and 1.0 to be very similar updates. because it is a case of caves and cliffs, where there's part 1, part 2. Yeah. Beta 1.8 is a glimmer of the vision that came after. Like how a lot of people hate release 1.9 because it changed the combat. It doesn't make sense to me, but everyone has their opinions. I just realized I rambled for way too long there. Alright. I think... I don't really have a favorite beta update, by the way. I've yet to have enough experience with them to really say which one is my favorite. I do know that my favorite alpha version, though, is probably 1.0.14. Or 1.1.2. Haven't had experience with the latter, so yeah. Oh, that tree? I have a plan. It's called Flint and Steel. Flint and Steel, and hoping that it's not gonna burn everything down. Oh. I started playing Minecraft when console edition was around 1.4 to 1.5. Like in equivalency. Not beta, just release, so quite a bit later than when you started. I also think I might just have a bias towards 1.0.14 because it introduced bricks, and I love using bricks in builds. I think it was 1.0.14, it might have been a prior update. I do know 1.0.14 allowed for minecart boosters though, so that's good. Nice. Why are you still floating? What is this? Oh, I've had enough of this playlist. It's not even been that long and I've had enough of it. I am tired of listening to EDM. Alright. I'll probably end up having to chop down trees in mostly silence because this tree farm, I'm not even halfway done chopping. You can stick around and use this as a, like, just some background noise, or I don't know. That's the main thing I can see being done here. big can these trees get? My goodness me. It's gonna be interesting to burn all this down of the floating stuff. I think that stuff might just stay there forever. I might have to build up to it. Oh, my mouse is in a weird position. Okay, we're good. Did they actually make cows quieter, or are they just as loud? Move for me. Oh wow, they actually sound fine. They used to be absurdly loud. Perfect. I am actually really glad that it's fixed because half the time I tried explaining something, there was a cow near me and it just drowned me out. And the other half of the time I just killed the cow. My apologies, but I'm kind of... I've got nothing left to talk about, so I'm going to remain muted. Sorry. When I finish doing the tree farm, I will be unmuting. Actually, no. I am going to continue talking. The tedium of this is probably why I only harvest it really off camera, like off stream, off anything. It's just not engaging. The downsides of having a world like this. And also the part that not many people talk about. Everyone does it, to some extent. The Hermitcraft members especially. I don't know how they do it. It really is. Or even like, at this point, if I want to mine, to walk to the end of my mine shaft, just so I can go into positive coordinates, which I think I'm in positive coordinates with that, because I accidentally built my base with negative coordinates. I have to walk like 10 minutes just to start mining. All because I think I had the idea of going south. Grabbing a few saplings. Yeah. That is a glitch, and I even felt it on this side of the world. I couldn't find a single diamond until I chose to just start mining towards that away. And mining that away got me at least twice as many diamonds. I have no way to tell whether I'm in positive or negative chunks. I don't have an NBT editor. I was just using the stars. Because I remember someone saying it's impossible to tell. Unless you have one of those. I can burn this. Yay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to chop those down for sure. I will say, there is certainly something about how these versions look. I can watch the chunk border as the sun rises over it. Oh, clay. Yeah, that's... it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare to get clay. I've used all of my bricks there, and I don't think I'm gonna go out to new chunks to get more bricks until the nether comes in. Such a... one of the worst grinds I've done because I almost lost my way back to the base. Minecraft really did lose its saturation. Not a ton, but I do agree it got grey. However, I think they are pivoting a bit too hard in the other direction in the recent updates. Because it went from grey and now it's starting to become colourful again. It's a very different way of being colourful. It's not a brute force kind. It's just another different art style. I'd say the game lost part of its contrast with the like as time went on. Because this here is nothing but contrast. Modern Minecraft isn't ugly. I agree with that. It's just very different. I'd say the best example of an art style change of like Silver Age Minecraft compared to Modern Age Minecraft would be Minecraft Story Mode, how that looks compared to Minecraft Dungeons. Oh, definitely. That's why I use something. I use a shader pack called Mellow Shaders whenever I play modern Minecraft, because the lighting feels like a step up, but it doesn't feel like it's treading too far away from what made Minecraft like have its visual identity at first. Vibrant visuals is a bit overkill, in my opinion. That is not to say it's bad, it just reminds me of Minecraft Dungeons. No, this music doesn't fit here. There we go. I think early on in Minecraft, stuff like this, it's at its roughest, but it definitely has like a real solid visual identity. Gradually it got a bit diluted and a little muted, arguably. And then, after Microsoft took over, around the time of the World of Color update, they started shifting the art style a little bit per update, whilst leaving some things left over. Gradually, it just began to look like a whole different game. Not a bad thing, it's just slowly becoming a ship of Theseus. Different. A Minecraft 2. Yeah, 1.10, that was the World of Color update, I believe. Was that the World of Color? I'm gonna look that up, 1 second. No, 1.10 was the Frostburn update. World of Color was 1.12. My fault. I wasn't mad at Mojang, but I was also young. I was just happy that the colors weren't as muted in the wool. I didn't like the colors that much before for the wool. Wait. Could you actually use the wool color over time as a metric for Minecraft's art style? The first batch of wool colors were very vibrant and saturated, but didn't have any brightness options. It was always 100. Oh no, the Great Flattening. They're doing that again with the recent updates. When I was doing a testing for something else, I noticed that they changed the game rules. All of them. Do daylight cycle is now advance_time. So I think they're using these drops as a reason to rework everything. To remove the remnants that Alpha had. Except for maybe the view bobbing. I don't think they're ever changing that. Yeah. No end update. We already had an end update. It's called the combat update in 1.9, and that update everyone hates, so... we really need an end update. I was wondering why 1.15 really didn't have any groundbreaking features. I suppose that answers the question. Oh boy, here I go chopping down trees. These did become important. That's one of the few features that I can actually say they practiced the older design philosophy of, where they started to incorporate it into a lot of things in some way or another. I give props to that. I never use them either, but I also don't see myself building with copper or making redstone doors. Why do we need copper? Thought that was something from like Galacticraft. Oh man, I have so many trees to chop down. Oh, so many logs. I think the only time I used bees was to just almost die. All copper tools did was make stone and leather kind of even more useless than it already was. You're never going to run out of copper. Or iron if you play your cards right, but definitely not copper. At least it looks cool. Oh man, I have to chop down so many of these things. To be different? Yeah, to be different. To try out the new feature. That being said, when copper tools do come out, and I reach there for like this sort of world, all I'm going to do is probably put them in the museum. Copper man. It's just worse than Iron Man. I mean, I feel like one thing that would be funny is if you wore copper armor, you just have a higher chance of being struck by lightning. It makes sense considering copper is conductive, but at that point, it's just another useless pair of armor along with gold. The gold isn't that bad, at least you can use gold as a crown. Yo, wait, that's actually an amazing idea. We should put that in one of those, like, inconvenient Minecraft, like, data packs or something. It'd be funny. I could see RLCraft doing that, actually. So I could also see it... Yeah, there's a lot of things that could be added to the detriment of the player. Oh no. I never want to touch better than wolves for that reason. I've heard nothing but negative about it. And based on my time in RLCraft, not even better than wolves. I'm a bit too scared to find out what it's like. I can only hope it doesn't do some bull like leather armor weighs you down in water because it gets wet, or like... Or same with iron armor because it's heavy. Because it's just... That's just unfair game design. That being said, if the use of copper could allow you to sink in water, then it might actually have a use. Even if it's a very specific use, it's still a use. It was. But like, it's a sandbox, what did he expect? Hi Zins. I've been just harvesting our tree farm for this whole time. Been 30 minutes. Someday I'll be able to finish this tree farm and move on to my village. Probably tomorrow. In my personal opinion, mod packs that exist only to make the game harder, it's a little bit silly. So big it's... How does that even make sense? It is extremely inefficient. But I like how it looks. That's why it's this big. It's Definitely not because I had to fill in an entire basin of water just for this tree farm and didn't want to compromise. A line? Thank you. Oh. You know, this farm looks better on paper. So much better. You'd be surprised. I built enough to where I actually used all the wood. Like, this tree farm I think was literally just made to build that platform there initially. But it's come in handy for plenty of other things in this world. Mostly the village. Pretty much only the village, actually. That's a lot of cobblestone. But also a very believable amount of cobblestone. I used, I think a double chest and a half of dirt just for a terraforming project. And then I had to cover it with trees because it looked bad. Alright, now we can actually head back to the base. Here's a good look at the tree farm so the sense of scale can be gotten. I should have been punching those sheep. I need wool. There's something about Animal Crossing music and just walking down a path. Wait, really? I've not seen Lord of the Rings yet. I've been meaning to, but I've been putting it off due to intimidation of the length. I'll probably get what you mean when I do watch it. Wait. 12 hours? Oh crap, I just hit my knee on my desk. What just... Something disconnected. There is one Minecraft video that I'm actually going to try to show on stream currently. Because it is the reason why I made my tree farm as big as I did. I just need to find it, so give me a quick moment. Apologies about that, for how long it's taking. The one guy I sent it to, I send a bunch of things to. Okay. We're gonna have to go to this screen capture. Hello everyone. Pause our stream music. This video is what inspired me to make that tree farm as big as I did.
Are filled with cobblestone. That's a lot of cobblestone. But the thing is, I actually want smooth stone for my walls. Since I need smooth stone, clearly I'm gonna need
Just a very old video.
Obviously, I can make furnaces with cobblestone, but to power those furnaces, I need either coal or wood, and only fools use coal. So, as a solution to that, I decided to take the vast expanse of the surface of Midgar, which if you watch my stream you'll know what that is, and plant it with trees.
This guy's tree farm.
Lots and lots.
How the...
Now the negative is that I ran out of saplings.
I wanted to get a fraction of how this video felt.
I do have 3 sectors used.
It's a bit absurd. I'll put it in the chat, this video, that way I can at least provide some credit. Only fools use coal. I may be a fool. Why do I have so much glass? What was I doing to warrant that much glass? It's probably something. Yeah, let's just make a giant tree farm. And here I am looking to smelt cobble into stone right now. Hello, wool trader. Might I have some finest wool? Thank you. Time to move over to the building project. I'm beginning to think the space is a bit large. It takes a considerable amount of time to walk from one end to the other. And yet the tour of it is like probably still several months away. Whoops, I went the wrong path. There it is. Oh, true. You can use just cobblestone. I need to remember that as a building block. I really don't use it. Oh, sprinting is not useless in any way. I like how cobble looks. I like how gravel looks. This is my favorite gravel texture. We'll add the roof later. Partially because I made a mistake. Yes, I did. I have to chop all of these walls down. Whoops. Sprinting doesn't destroy the sense of scale, it just makes it easier to get from point A to point B. And Elytras are what destroy the sense of scale. And even then, if the world's large enough, it really doesn't seem like it. Sometimes you need Elytras to even, like, appreciate a build scale. Usually though, you don't. Ooh. Then again, the hunger system can be cheated a little bit. Not by much, though. What a nice little house. This is so small. Oh, I pity the person who has to live in this house. Anyways, through crafting table tunnel. And time to add some level of walls to these homes. I'm hoping the end result will look great. I'm actually not sure. I will give a heads up, I am playing in peaceful mode. I think the stream delay is like a minute. I'm unsure. $1,650 per night. That's a pretty good deal. I'd live there totally. I mean, I'm gonna be in New York. There is one reason why I'm playing on peaceful. It is a personal preference of I kind of just want to have a sandbox currently because there's no benefit to playing outside of peaceful. Outside of mobs that will kill me and send me back to spawn where I have to swim like 5 minutes just to get back here and risk losing all of my stuff. Along with that, creepers, they're fine. I'm actually fine with creepers. It's mostly just dying that I don't want to do. And also because having food will just take up a bit too many spots in my inventory. Oh, good point. I don't have a farm. It kept on getting trampled in one of my other earlier test worlds, so I just didn't build one here until I have fences. Downside is, I have not seen any sign of fences on the horizon, so I'm starting to get a little worried. Yeah, that's my main reason for playing peaceful currently, is just I haven't got any benefit. It's all drawbacks currently for me to not play on peaceful. It could be cool though, but I don't think it's worth the price. Sorry if that's a bit of a deal breaker. If it helps, for the entirety of my InfDev stage, when I was at my old base, I was playing on hard difficulty. So I've been through that. I've been through the old hard mode enough. I promise you. There really is no punishment pre 1.13. In all honesty, if they had beds earlier, I would still be playing on hard mode, because then I could at least respawn at my base instead of having to swim across a small ocean to get to it. I'm not even kidding, I had to swim across a small ocean just to get to newer chunks where caves spawned. Ooh, it is starting to look pretty... Oh yeah, I forgot storage space is up here. It is starting to look pretty good. I'm gonna establish a Pokemon style barrier, which is just trees. Make the world feel less empty than it is over here. I could put a castle wall, especially since the town gate kind of is a castle wall. I'll think about doing that actually, since that does count as an entrance, especially into that field over there. For now it will be trees, but if I need to clear the trees, I know what I'm putting there. Oh no, it's getting dark. Now I'm actually gonna have to place torches around the town. Because there's nothing. Oh wow, it actually really is getting like super dark again. Wait, that actually... Distant Horizon sounds like it'd be a proper nightmare to make. So if someone somehow did it, they would have my respect for probably eternity. Even if it was just to port it over. Oh. Agreed. I felt bad about leaving behind the rolling hills of InfDev. But the lack of resources there really just was too good of an argument. Let's get some torch placing done. And some log placing again. Soon I will add an interior, but for now, walls and torches are all that really counts. This is a shed. I pity the person who has to live in this house as well. Probably bookshelves and that's it. Few bookshelves, a makeshift table, maybe a makeshift chair. That's really it. What is playing? I don't want this playing. There we go. Alright, yeah, kitchen. I could put a furnace in here, actually. Yeah, a furnace can go in here. Furnace chest. Chest facing not the way it should. And 2 furnaces. Maybe not like that. Oh no, I made a mistake. Then could put a couple bookshelves, chair, table here. Because this is all you're gonna get for a kitchen in this version at this point. Unless I get really creative with the logs, wool, and whatnot. That's why I made this crafting table tunnel as a way to poke at myself for doing that exact same thing. I will never need a crafting table again so long as I'm in this tunnel. I still have 5 crafting tables on me, so I don't think it worked. What the? Alright, I'm beginning to see something. If it helps in the other areas of the base, there is still crafting tables that I have yet to find. Why are there workbenches in this? Craft tables, workbenches, same thing. I like calling them workbenches every now and then. Right. Time to run back to get our remaining stone. Maybe we can... Oh, it does? It's a populated area with not a single soul in it. I love it. When villages get added, I'm probably going to make that area its own village. Just so it feels a bit livelier. Actually, I don't want to make bookshelves. A metro? You mean like a villaging trading hub? What do you mean by a metro? It is infrastructure. Oh, railroad system. I was trying to piece together what it meant and my mind was pointing to trains, but I wasn't sure. It is strange, but for thematic consistency with that area, I don't even think I could put a railroad system in there. Though, it's very possible. I could have it tucked into like a hill, and it just goes over the hills. I've tested a minecart booster before. It can definitely do that. You don't get your roof until later. Actually, you get to stay unfinished. The perpetually in construction house. Ooh. That's what the wall could be. Just a metro. Or a minecart network. I think I'm going to need more stone for this. Oh no, something's telling me so. Oh. It looks alright. I'll have to scout out the land to see what else there is that I can add to my main area. Worst case, I just connect the minecart network into the little amusement park area. Or I could put it up at the waterfront. The waterfront hasn't had some development recently. Will this work? Yes. I have a feeling some of those trees are not going to grow. Oh well. No, I misplaced a block. If I'm short by one block now, I will be so sad. I'll probably be short by more though, so it won't matter. Have any torches in here? Oh, this is dark. And of course we can't forget the air vents. You gotta have the air vents. That way we don't die of, was it carbon monoxide? It was some poisoning. I'm done with Starbound soundtrack for now. Yes, this track. Ah. Because I only really can stream in short bursts before I run out of any and all social energy, after I run out of this level of stone, I'll probably end up also just ending the stream and doing an off-camera mining session. Hopefully then I will get more cobblestone and also more diamonds. Maybe I'll actually be able to look at the entrance of this and see if it feels like a proper continuation. I'm not going to hack the stuff in. Trust me, trust me. It's just really... it's worse than the tree farm. It is so much worse than the tree farm. What? Well, I have run out of stone at this point. It is a real shame, but we have made substantial progress on this village here. Let's get a look at how it appears from this entrance. It does look a bit liminal due to the houses being all samey, but going through the tunnel here, it does just feel like you're walking into a bit of a town. Not like an actual town, more so like where all the people live, rather than where the bustling commerce is. I've not got a city planning degree or anything, so it's a little rough and it's probably not gonna look great or even realistic. But who cares? The fun in Minecraft is building what you like. Anyways, that will be this stream in the Journey Through Versions. Next stream will also probably be on Alpha 1.0.15, even though it doesn't add anything. I will be seeing you all. Mostly just the one person who showed up. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I am sorry. But later.